For a long time, AI saw images just one small piece at a time. But what if it could see the whole picture? It's really a tale of two philosophies, focusing on tiny details versus grasping the big picture.
For years, CNNs were the champs. They work by scanning an image with tiny filters, like a magnifying glass.
But this local focus created a problem. CNNs couldn't really connect the dots between distant objects.
It could spot the objects but miss the crazy context. This is where a new idea came in.
Then in 2020, Google researchers had a wild idea, borrowing from language models.
That's the core of the vision transformer, or VIT. Let's dive into how this thing actually works.
First, you just chop the image up into a bunch of smaller, fixed-size patches. Simple enough, right?
Each little square gets turned into a data point, kind of like turning a word into a token for an LLM.
And here's the key. The model is told exactly where each patch came from, so the layout isn't lost.
Now you have a sequence of image words, and this is where the transformer magic really kicks in.
A special classification token gets added to the front. Think of it as a summary spot for the whole image.
This whole sequence then gets fed into a transformer. Yep, the same kind of engine that powers models like GPT.
Its superpower is self-attention. It lets every single patch look at every other patch in the image.
So it learns the relationship between a tire and a windshield, seeing the whole car, not just parts.
So this sounds way better, right? A clear winner? Well, not so fast. There's a pretty big catch.
Vision transformers are incredibly data hungry. They have to learn everything about images from total scratch.
And what the research shows is that on smaller datasets, good old-fashioned CNNs actually come out on top. VITEs only start to pull ahead when trained on absolutely massive datasets with hundreds of millions of images.
This chart just drives the point home. For vision transformers, scale is absolutely everything.
So the takeaway is simple. That global perspective is powerful, but only if the VIT has seen enough to understand it.
Which leaves us with a pretty wild thought. What happens when an AI has seen more than any human ever could?